Alright, so I don't usually do videos like this, but this situation just keeps getting worse and worse for the Golden Globes, and so I think it warrants talking about a little bit. So, the Golden Globes, they've been pretty messed up for a while. hfpa, which is the people who dole out the nominations and whatnot, it's a pretty well-known racist organization that takes a lot of bribes, does a lot of messed up stuff. In order to give out nominations and awards, right? Pretty poorly kept secret. So it comes out in an LA Times article that exposes a lot of this stuff. I guess maybe it just hadn't been said in such a way before, because this is not new news. At least I didn't think it was in the unknown to seemingly so many people. Anyway, now we've got the Golden Globes are responding, so they've already been pulled from NBC for next year. And, you know, look, as someone who doesn't like award shows, but also pays way too much attention to who wins and loses, this could be the beginning of the end. I mean, look, the Oscars, we got to start out. The Oscars love this. The Oscars love that this is happening to the Golden Globes. They love that this is happening to hfpa. And hfpa's problem right now, seemingly, is, I guess, could come across as a little bit tone deaf, but also sort of like pointing fingers. Members of hfpa are apparently baffled as to why they're being attacked. They feel like they're being scapegoated, which, to be fair, they sort of are. But it's okay. It's not like they don't deserve it. Like, hfpa, horrible organization, really shitty the way they do things. They deserve to get canceled, all right? Like actually canceled, like removed from the air. Nobody cares. The majority of people shit all over award shows. So I don't want to see those same people coming out all of a sudden defending this racist, bribe-ridden organization. But now people in hfpa are saying, well, wait a minute, this is kind of messed up. We're being scapegoated, and they're pointing and saying, we're not the only problem. And that's true. And it's a little unfortunate, I guess, for them, because look, I'm sure, well, I don't want to say I'm sure, but there are probably a few people in the hfpa that never took bribes, that legitimately watched all of the shows. This is very hard to say with a straight face. I'm sure they watched all the movies and they put in real nominations. And I'm sure there are some things that won that deserved to win or won the right way or whatever, right? But this is a long time coming. I mean, you saw from award shows this year, especially the Oscars, which were just on, that people aren't watching anymore. And we're getting into that point in time where a lot of people are looking at these 3 to 4 hour shows and saying, couldn't you put this in an email? Like, why do I care? I can either check Twitter or social media. I can wake up the next day, read who won. It's not spoiling, really. I don't know if people look at award show winners as spoiler stuff, but I think, I mean, potentially we could be seeing either the end of award shows, or at the very least, the Oscars pushing the Golden Globes under the bus, saying, yeah, look at how racist these guys are over here. We need to make sure they change. And all of a sudden, the Oscars, which, I mean, look, how many years in a row does Oscars So White end up trending? That organization has their hands full of their own problems. And it's kind of funny because there are plenty of stories out there about how Oscar nominations work, and that whole situation is pretty fucked up too. But the Oscars, I would assume, are like the godfather of Hollywood. Like, nothing's going to happen to them. Unfortunately, Golden Globes, we could sacrifice them. We can use them to take all of the negative press. Nobody is going to lump the Oscars in now because the Golden Globes are the target. And to be fair, Hollywood's needed a target. There's been a lot all over the industry. There's been plenty of like not enough black people in film, higher up roles in the corporate side of things, and not enough female directors, and not enough people of color in general, and whatever it is. But now all of Hollywood has a central target, right? All of the same people who for years have known about this stuff. All of the same people. Look, Tom Cruise giving all his awards back, that's great. That's great. But it's not like he didn't know. I mean, like, all of these people knew. But at least on the outside, this is a great opportunity to drag down a central villain, because the Golden Globes suck. HFPA sucks. They're really shitty in the way that they do everything. Super dirty behind the scenes. And so this makes perfect sense. They're getting a little bit mad. I mean, that's understandable. They're in the process of getting canceled. That's an unfortunate process, man. Now, the only thing is here, sometimes you deserve it. Okay, this has been a long time coming. I think we're also seeing what happens when a really powerful organization that probably thought they were untouchable is finally shown to be, just as mortal as the rest of us. Nobody is invincible. Nobody is invincible. And that's what we're seeing right now. I don't have a problem with it. The Golden Globes are trash anyway. As far as award shows go, that's a whole other video, but certainly do not take anything the Golden Globes says seriously. Look, anytime, your favorite movie or whatever gets some sort of recognition and validates your opinion on liking it, that's always fun. But HFPA, they're going to go away for a while. They might go away forever. I don't know. I wanted to talk about it because it's pretty funny to see this meltdown they're having, but it's also just insane to see Hollywood team up and collectively push one of their own monstrosities under the bus. They haven't all benefited from this organization for decades, but look, no loyalty, right? When it's time to go, it's time to go. Curtains for Golden Globes. That's it. I don't know how you bring them back, and then they don't overcorrect this, right? You can't have HFPA just purposefully nominate anything with people of color just to try to make it up. But there's a good chance they're scummy to the end. They wouldn't do that unless the payday was fat enough anyway. So, that's it. Maybe they'll be back, but probably not.